Today I want to quickly touch on and talk about my Lego city. I've been doing a lot of update videos on my other channel and my other channel only, but I'm going to start posting city update videos on here as well. Just probably kind of in a little bit of a different manner, but because there are so many people that don't want to see the lighting videos and all the other stuff I do, I'll still be posting videos on my second channel as well. So let's dig in and kind of see some of the stuff that I've been up to here lately in my Lego city. First, if you've missed it, I've been working on a lot of different trains. I recently just opened and built my Maersk train last weekend. And I'm working on sticker sheets, and once I get them made up, I will be putting the stickers on that train. But for right now, until I get those sticker sheets made, I don't want to waste them. I also built this train, and I have some of my other trains up on display, which is helping to fill in the Lego city a lot better. Every time I came over here, I always thought, man, it looks so odd. I have all this train track and no trains. Well, I am trying to resolve that issue as fast as I can. Let's start by taking a quick look with the night scene and all the buildings that I currently have illuminated. My main focus with my city has been this end of my table. One of my last updates, I built this Angelville water tower, and I do have a video showing you exactly how you can build this exact same tower if you're interested in learning how to do that. I've also added my little farming district, if you will, the grain silos, and here recently I've been focusing on my trailer park. This has actually been a lot of fun, and I still have a lot of greenery and shrubbery that I need to add, but I will get more to that later. Let's get the lights back on. One of the main things I've been working on is, I hope you can see it, is the overhead power grid system that I'm doing. Being an electrician, to me, I had to have a power grid system, and I'm really liking how it's turning out. And one of the things that I'm doing is I'm adding transformers to every pole where I'm going to be having a connection coming down to a building. So in this particular area, I'm going to be doing this type of setup to all these trailers in my trailer park, because to me, it adds a nice little touch of realism. And trust me when I say you can expect to see me adding a lot more power poles, because I'm going to be adding some poles down in between the tracks to feed that back portion of the city. And I'm even going to be doing some high voltage lines along the back side of the tracks, where I'm going to have the train tracks, and those are going to be in between the train tracks all along the back of the table. This back part of the table, just because I still love all my official Lego sets, this is where I've decided to kind of start putting them on display, and I will be lighting them all up as well. I know a lot of people don't want to see sets in a YouTuber's build because every YouTuber does Lego sets, but I have been collecting all these buildings in sets for the last 26 years, so to me, I need to use them. But I thought this would be a great way to use them on the back side of the table, so I still need to build a road coming down and through here. I got to do street lights, and I do have to add lighting to all of those buildings. And you can expect to see that hopefully rather soon. And since we're kind of looking up high at the city, and you can see that like every Lego city, it is a big square grid. That's always annoyed me anytime I see a Lego city display. And that brings me to the exact point of this video, so I can show you guys something that I'm about to try and attempt. I have a lot of fine tuning still to do, but after a lot of trial and error and playing around, I kind of have a small grid already set up. What I'm doing is I'm taking 48 by 48 base plates, and I have them all at a 45-degree angle, which you can see by me using the 45-degree wedge plates all along that edge, which is these guys right here. And I've even calculated out that the exact width of the roads that I'm doing are going to be this width right here, so I can bring my road straight over to run into this new angular section of the city. And what this is going to allow is me to have everything on that portion of the table to be on a 45-degree angle from everything over here. So as I'm walking up to the table, to me it'll have a more natural flow, because I don't care where you go in the world or what city you go to. Even though most of them, yes, are the typical grid pattern, there's usually a little area that is offset somehow, some way, in every type of city around the United States. So to me, this will help break up that cookie cutter look of the standard Lego city. And what I'm going to be doing over here to kind of explain, I have these little notches that are going to be all along here. These are all official plates, but I'm buying some standard off-brand base plates because I didn't want to waste a bunch of official Lego plates as they're much more expensive. I got this pack of 10 off-brand base plates. I think I paid $20 for them, so it's $2 a plate as opposed to $8 a plate with official pieces. And what I'm going to be doing with these is in every one of these spots where you see that I'm missing a chunk, I'm going to be taking and setting one of those off-brand plates and then cutting it so I can fill in the gap that's going to be all along this particular area to make it more form-fitted and make it a lot more easier to build on. This, to me, is a huge task and something that I'm not sure anybody else has ever tried. I'm sure there have been people that have done it. I've just personally never seen them, but I really want to get a better look. And being that this end of the table is almost filled in, like I said, other than the road and whatnot, I want to get started with doing some interesting things down here. One of the things I am going to be doing is I want to put in a large school. I'd like to put in maybe a small football and baseball field behind the school. And I want a residential area with some houses and a lot of trees and things of that nature. Over here, because we are by the train station, I have a few different factories that I've worked on, and I will be adding some more industrial buildings in this particular location because I think that would be a great place, being next to all these tracks, to have some industrial buildings. Once I get this area all filled in, including the area back there, I'm honestly considering bringing my table out into the room a little more. And here's why I'm saying this. I have a pile of skyscrapers sitting on the floor, and then I even have this beachfront district that I started working on a few weeks ago. And I'm thinking maybe these would look better back behind the small town city because it'll give you some depth. So I would have all the really tiny small stuff here, and then in the distance behind it you can see the big city buildings. And then that way also I don't have to worry about filling them all in because these buildings are all empty except for this tower here. And filling some of these really large buildings can get outlandishly expensive really quickly. I still will be adding some details, but I just really would like to get a bunch of what I call fill buildings in the background, and then I'll just focus on doing all my detail work up in these small buildings here. You can expect to see more videos like this coming to this channel, and I will be posting these to my other channel as well. So if you don't want to double watch, don't watch both channels. But anyway, that's all for this video, guys. We'll see you next time on Bevins Bricks.